everybody. Welcome to some reading sprints. Thank you all for joining. Kind of a weird time on a Thursday. I know a lot of people are probably back to work today, and I know that kind of sucks. Sorry about that, but I wanted to do these a bit early so we can get some people from other places maybe jumping on as well. I might have some people coming on to join me. I may not. Either way, it's fine. I'm happy to be here. We're probably going to go for a couple of hours. Maybe we'll chat for half an hour, typical sprints, and then read for half an hour. So let me know in the comments what you guys are reading. What are you starting your year off with? I just so happen to be starting my year off with the two biggest books on my TBR. I am reading Outback Nurse by Fiona Lowe, Carol Marinelli, and Amy Andrews. I'm still on the first story, but I'm almost done it. I should actually finish it today, I'm hoping. I've got about 60 pages left. And I'm really enjoying this one. So this is published by Mills & Boon Australia. It's part of their 50th anniversary. And I'm waiting for the other three books to ship their way to me, and I'm very excited. So yay on this one. So I'm reading that right now. And yesterday on audio, I listened to about an hour or so of We Solve Murders by Richard Osman. And then later in the afternoon, I fancied just picking it up and reading it without the audio. And that's what I've been doing. So I am more than a quarter of the way through this. And guys, I am loving it. And I'm really enjoying, hitting myself in the face with it. I'm really enjoying just reading this edition. Yes, it's heavy. Yes, it's cumbersome. It's not something, obviously, that you're going to take with you, if you've got a doctor's appointment or something like that. But I'm still I am enjoying reading these physically. I really, really am enjoying the physical reading right now with these books. So that's what I'm reading. The other thing, guys, if you guys have any questions, I debated on doing a Q&A for my 9-year. I did one for my 8-year last year. And but if you guys have any questions or anything, put them in the comments. I'm happy to answer that as well while we're sitting here. I've got my Here for the Books t-shirt on today. So questions, let me know what you're reading. We'll go from there. So let's jump into the comments here. So Lisa, hi Lisa, congratulations on 9 years. Thank you so much. And from Dawn as well, congratulations. That's impressive. Thank you very much. And also I want to mention, I saw posted today, Sonia from Sonia with an I. She's celebrating her 1 year today. So I did not realize that her and I started on the same day, 8 years apart. But congratulations to Sonia. So yay for that. Mary Jo, hello and happy 9 years. Thank you so much. She said, I'm reading The Wedding Planner by Danielle Steele. I hope you're enjoying it. Excuse me. Esther Jane, congratulations on 9 years. Thank you, Esther. Kim says, congratulations. Thank you, Kim. And Kim says, rereading Murder at the Breakers, Gilded Newport #1. Excellent. Esther says, I am reading The Year of Miss Angus by Kirkpatrick Hill. Excellent. Kim says, very sad to hear Wayne Osmond has passed away. I am a huge Osmond fan. Oh, that's too bad. Pat says, congratulations, Sarah. Thank you, Pat. And she says, hello, everyone. Reading A Killing Notion by Melissa Bourbon. 68% in. Then reading Colton Copycat Killer by Marie Farinella. Yay! For the book club. That's exciting. Anita, hello, everyone. Happy New Year. Today, I am continuing to read Murder, She Wrote, Killer on the Court by Jessica Fletcher. Lovely, lovely. And she says, by the way, congratulations, Sarah, on this monumental occasion. Thank you so much. I can talk. Hi, Sarah, and happy anniversary and all. Thank you very much. Moira, hi, everyone. Congratulations, Sarah, on such a great milestone. Thank you. Thank you. And Mother Goose says, I'll be reading Color Me Murder by Krista Davis and working on my reading journal. Excellent. Reading journals, reading spreadsheets, all of these new things are some of my favorite things about the new year. Moira says, I'm still reading A Body at the Bunko, #8 in the Myrtle Cove series. I'm at 89%, so we'll be finishing it during our sprints for sure. Fantastic. And Esther asks Mother Goose, how's the weather there? Cajun, hi everyone. Just finished listening to A Dangerous Collaboration. Veronica Speedwell, #4. Well, that gets a congratulations. Well done. Excellent. Alicia, hi. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Lou says, happy Booktube anniversary. Currently reading Donald Westlake's The Hot Rock. Excellent. Moira says, wow, that is a chunker. I'm guessing you're meaning the Outback Nurse book. It's 3 stories in one. So there's 3 novels, full-length novels in here. So that's why it's a chunker, but I'm reading it as one book. I was talking about this in my vlog that's going to come out on Monday, but I'm going to review each book separately. But when I post it on Goodreads and Storygraph, I'm going to review the book as a whole and just kind of get the average rating between all three. But I am going to put in the review section what each book gets. So, because I think it deserves to be, I think that's how anthology should be done. That's just my opinion, because there are some stories that are sometimes better than others and what have you. So yeah, but I am enjoying this very, very much. And it's so fun because of course it takes place in Australia. So I'm reading one of them and there's a scene in the book where they work on a cattle farm and they're talking about the fact that the kangaroos are on the other side of the fence, like as if it's nothing, as if it's like a rooster or a cow to us. You know what I mean? Like, oh, there's those blasted kangaroos again. We paid to go to zoos to see them and they're just there. Like, I want to go to Australia. It's on my bucket list. And Fiona, hi Fiona, congratulations on 9 years. Here's to the next 9 and more. Oh, I hope so. I hope so. Mother Goose says, I enjoy We Solve Murders. I am really, really liking it. Rosie so far is my favorite character. She's a hoot. Angela, happy 9 years. I really enjoy watching your content and all your knowledge. Oh, thank you so much. Alicia says, congratulations on 9 years. Thank you. Nadine, congratulations on 9 YouTube years. Yes, thank you. Emily says, congrats on 9 years. I miss what Sarah is reading. Oh, you missed what I was reading. So I'm reading Outback Nurse, which I've just shown, which is the bind up of the 3. And I am also reading We Solve Murders by Richard Osman. So 2 very different books, but both I'm very much enjoying. Alicia says, I'm working on Mistletoe at the Jameson Ranch by Anna Grace. Excellent. Reader's Retreat. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Burger Encounter. I've got a project to work on. Then it's To Beguile a Beast by Elizabeth Hoyt. Happy 9 years. Thank you so much. That definitely, Elizabeth Hoyt is, I haven't read historical in years, but I'm assuming that is a historical novel. Fiona says, Reading Times Convert by Deborah Harkness and Schooled in Murder by Victoria Gilbert. Excellent. Lisa says, congrats on 9 years, Sarah. Thank you so much. Emily says, I'm working on Rhythm of War 396 out of 1242, and I hope to start Crown of Midnight Book 2 of the Throne of Glass series. Oh, it's the year of the chunkers. Well done, Emily. Cajun, the Osmonds was my first concert. That's very sad. I'm not familiar that much with the Osmonds. I guess it's maybe my age, but I did see, was it Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat? Was that the play? Production, Broadway, whatever, I don't know. I saw it in Toronto, and Donny Osmond starred in it. So that's my only knowledge of the Osmonds, I guess. Annie, hi. Hi, everyone. I just finished Colorado Christmas Carol, and I'm starting the most wonderful rancher of the year for sprints and reading Holidays at Heart Falls by Vivian Arden. I had it on my TBR. Excellent. Lou says, me too, Cajun. Reader's Retreat, I'll be reading Blood Mage, a fantasy by Stephen Arwin. Excellent. Nadine says, I'm currently reading The English Breakfast Murder by Laura Child, number 4 in the Tea Shop Murders. Annie says, congrats, Sarah. I'm still reading Dye Me a River by Denise Swanson. I love that title. I don't know what it is about that. Anita says, in New Jersey, it's a balmy 40 degrees with high winds. We've got pretty high winds here, too. We have big trees. Like our neighbor has some really high pine trees, and you can really see how much they're swaying. Mother Goose, Esther Blustery with a wind advisory. Angel Wolf, congratulations on 9 years, Sarah. I'm reading The Book Club Hotel by Sarah Morgan. Excellent. Oh, I have some people joining. Tiffany, hello, hello. Welcome.
Happy 9th anniversary.
Thank you.
How's it going?
Good. Glad you could join.
My screen looks so dark. I don't know why.
Mine or just in general?
No, mine. It kind of looks cloudy here outside, but I have the light on. I don't know.
Weird. I think Stormy's trying to join. She might be having problems with her computer, so we'll see what happens.
Gotcha.
But so what are you reading, Tiffany?
I finished Claudia and Mean Janine this morning.
I saw that you had it on hold at the library. I'm like, I know it's not me and I know it's not my mom.
Yeah. And I have about 5 minutes left of My December Darling It
Okay.
was a Christmas novella by Lauren Asher.
Oh, nice.
And then I'm gonna start Cabin Crush. It's like some of my last Christmas. I'm trying to get the last of my Christmas
Yes.
accomplished. And then yeah. So how about you? What are you reading?
I showed them already, but I'll show again. I am reading Outback Nurse. It's a
nice.
bind up.
Okay.
Fiona Lowe, Carol Marinelli, and Amy Andrews. I'm almost on the first story in here. So they're all like medical romances set in Australia.
Oh,
and I was just saying that it's super funny because they're talking about like the fact that they're complaining because they're on a cattle ranch and there's these blasted kangaroos on the other side of the fence. Like for us, it would be like pigs or cows, but for them, it's like, oh, those kangaroos, you know?
That's too funny.
And I'm also reading We Solve Murders by Richard Osman,
Oh,
which is really good. Really good. This is one, now, while it's not a cozy, you might like it because it's not really super scary. I mean, someone's trying to kill her, but it's kind of like, it's like tongue in cheek. Like it's kind of really funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. It was just funny the way you said, I mean, somebody's trying to kill her, but
I mean, there's assassins and there's like people being murdered, but it's still really funny. You know what I mean? Like it's the way it's written. So yeah, it's really enjoyable.
And I do see that Storm does say in here that she has having computer problems. So she's trying to.
I know. Oh, I hate that.
So we'll be here.
I hate that for her. We'll be here. Like I said in the beginning, we're probably only going to do a couple hours because, you know, I know that PK's doing sprints tonight and whatever, but I just wanted to come on a bit earlier.
6.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's when I was going to stop with 6 o'clock because that's what time my Walmart order is coming in.
That's perfect.
Priorities. But yeah, no, because that way I thought I'd start earlier because that way we can get people from other places, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's perfect.
Yeah. Emily, we are supposed to get 2 inches of snow this afternoon and evening.
Ugh, sorry.
My mother-in-law lives, I'd say, a 30 to 45-minute drive northeast of us. And she posted a picture on Facebook this morning, and they had quite a bit of snow. We have none. So it's just so interesting that you're only that far away and you get, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Garrett and I are like, she can keep it.
Right?
Kim says, we are still going to be cold in Georgia, but hopefully not as cold as they are saying. 20s and not teens.
Ooh, in Georgia?
Wow, that is cold. Cozy Fan Bam, happy Thursday and happy anniversary. Thank you. I'm currently working, but have you up to keep me company. I'm reading Secrets of a Summer Night by Lisa Kleypas and Mocha She Wrote by Ellie Alexander. Excellent.
Love it.
Bargain Counter says, Anita, same here in Central Connecticut. No surprise. Laura says, I wish they would bring that style of cover back. Which one? Because I love both of them. Like this to me just looks like something my grandfather would have read. Like that really 1960s, almost Agatha Christie. But I mean, this is just so stunning. The original artwork is just gorgeous. I love it. I love that book so much.
Yeah, both those covers are really neat.
Annie, congrats on 9 years. Thank you, Annie. I appreciate that. Jessica, congratulations, Sarah. So happy for you and so deserved. Thank you. I'll be reading Hitches, Hideouts, and Homicide by Tanya Kappas, number 7 in the Campers and Criminals.
Nice, Jessica.
Tammy, hi, Sarah. Happy birthday. Thank you, Tammy. Cajun says, glad to hear y'all are liking it. I've been nervous to read We Solve Murders because I love Thursday Murder Club so much. It's different. It is different, Cajun. Like I say, it's not a bunch of octogenarians solving a murder. Like this is, a bodyguard and a former, a retired police detective. So it is a bit different, but it's still the same writing style, which is great. So, yeah, you didn't read the Thursday Murder Club, did you, Tiffany?
I haven't. Oh, I have it on my TBR.
It's so good. The Netflix show comes out this year. I cannot wait.
Ooh.
Emily says, congrats on 9 years. Thank you, Emily. Jenny says, congrats. Thank you. Moira, I've been the same, Cajun. Stay tuned for my review. I should get this done in the next few days.
Oh.
Kim says, Cajun, they weren't my first, but they were close to it. I was 10. So Wayne Osmond died, somebody posted. One of the Osmond brothers, I guess. I don't know the Osmond. I don't think it's my generation, sadly.
The only ones I know of are Donnie and
Marie. Yeah, same. Yeah.
If it's not them, I don't know.
Thank you, Shannon. So happy that you jumped on. Emily says, Crown of Midnight is short. Only 420 pages.
Only 400 pages. It's so short.
The last book in the series is almost 1,000 pages. I was laughing when I came on saying that I was starting my year with the 2 biggest books on my TBR. This one comes in at almost 500 pages, but it is 3 books. And We Solve Murders is 400 pages. So, go big or go home. Esther says it's been lake effect snow off and on all day. Ugh. Annie says made beef stew for dinner and going to get a big bowl. That sounds delicious.
Ooh, that sounds like a great.
Yep. Anita says, you look fine, Tiffany.
I just thought it was the lighting looked dark for some reason, but I guess not.
Good.
Maybe not.
You're good. And Moira says, hello. Esther, last night with the wind, we lost electricity for 2.5 hours. It got a bit chilly in the house. The house shook when the winds hit, then lights out. Ooh, I hope you're okay now, Esther. There's nothing worse than losing power when it's the wintertime. Hi, Tiffany. I'm reading another Vivian Arnott story, Holiday in Hearts Falls, book number 1.
Oh, is that a full length or is that a novella? I didn't even know she had other series besides like the 6 branch. But thank you, Crafty Annie, because I'm going to be looking into this, and
Absolutely.
I might have to do a couple of videos. Thank you. I have to say something to Kevin.
No, by all means, go ahead. Miss E, hello, happy Booktube anniversary. Thank you so much. Cajun says that, Moira, why am I not surprised? I think my mother lied that I was an only child and didn't tell me about my Canadian sister. Oh, that's delightful. Kim says, hi to Tiffany. Storm, trying to get on there. Stupid PC as always. That's okay, Storm. Take your time if you can come on. Pat says, don't forget the thumbs up. Shannon, those blasted kangaroos. I mean, like I said, we got to go to the zoo, but they're like just there. Jenny says, reading an arc by Sharon Sala. It's called Bad Seed, and I'm at 85% and hoping to finish it soon. Are you enjoying it? Because I love Sharon Sala's work. She does some great romantic suspense, so do let me know. Anita saying hi to Storm. Mother Goose. Sarah, how did you become the category romance queen? How did you get into them? Did you think categories are like, Hallmarkish? Okay. So I started reading them more than 20 years ago. Where was I? It was in the summer, and I was going to my grandparents' cottage for the weekend, and I stopped at like a big box store. And I needed something to read, and I picked up, back then they had these duets novels, which were 2 romantic suspense bind-ups. I had no idea about them. My aunt read them. I knew my aunt read them. My aunt read the Presents novels, and she always had them around. So I always knew that she read them. But I always figured that they weren't for me, that they were those kind of books that I had no interest in. So I saw the cover of this one, and I picked it up, and I read through it in about a day. And then I was hooked. And, I think it kind of, I've talked about this before, but I think it kind of goes back to the fact that I grew up reading stuff like The Babysitter's Club and Sweet Valley High and Nancy Drew, which are all numbered books. Like they all belong in a series, right? Like I'm reading the first Nancy Drew, of the Case File series. So it's case number 1. So I've always loved that aspect of collecting like a set of books. And with the category romance books, they are numbered, not within the series, but within the line itself. And I think that's kind of what appealed to me. But then I just started reading them. I think it was Steve Donahue who dubbed me the category romance queen on Booktube. I didn't give myself that name. I think Steve Donahue gave it to me. But yeah, that's how I got into them. I just started reading them and I fell in love with them. And I mean, some are great, some are not, but that's like any book that you read. Not everything's going to be a winner. Now, do I think they're like Hallmarkish? That is kind of a subjective question because Hallmark, I tend to think, are very sweet, light romances. Whereas Harlequins, it depends on what line you're reading, basically. So some of them can be, but some of them can be very dark. Some of them can be, whatever. So, but yeah, thank you for the question. Magical Emma Rose saying hello and happy Booktube anniversary before going to sleep. Thank you for popping in and saying hi. And I love your picture. So cute. Esther says, we did have about 4 inches so far. Good Lord.
Jeez.
McKay reads and vlogs. Happy New Year's later, ladies. I woke up to a dusting in Mississauga, but it's gone now. You can keep it on your side of Toronto, please. Thank you very much. Yeah, no, we didn't have anything over here in Ajax, if you know where that is, MK. McKay, I think. Is it McKay? And it looks like you have a channel. I'm not familiar with your channel. Do you have a channel? Please let us know. We are always looking for new people. At least I am.
I'm looking
Emily
it
says,
up right now. Okay.
please, thank you.
What was
Emily,
it? McKay what?
MKAY.
Reason Vlogs. I couldn't
Reads and
remember what it
Vlogs.
said.
Emily says, we're supposed to get slammed with snow Sunday into Monday. Good Lord. 'Tis the season. Moira says, I think my mother lied too. I'm definitely not an only child. Glad to know I have a sister with such good taste. Aw, you two are adorable. Her and Cajun are adorable. MK says, I'm reading Maidens by Alex Michelendes, I think that's what she's saying. Cajun says, got my finished audiobook all logged and going to read Ice Cold Murder.
Okay, I have to.
Go ahead.
I'm so sorry. I thought you
No,
were
you're
done
fine.
reading. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
I have to say something funny. So I typed in McKay reads and accidentally typed in reads and clogs, and you'd be surprised what pops up. You guys should also search that. McKay reads and clogs. Just saying. Sorry to interrupt. I really thought you were done.
But if you're looking for a different channel,
I'm assuming that's very different content. Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
Found her.
I still can't find her. What's happening?
It's at MKAY.
Oh, I put a C in there.
Nope, there's no C. Subscribe. Excellent. Thank you so much. I'm always, like I said, always looking for somebody new. So, Cajun.
I got you too.
Yay! Everybody else, subscribe to MK. Cajun says, got my finished audiobook all logged and going to read Ice Cold Murder, Cozy Baked number 5. Well, Goodreads calls it Cozy Baked. Amazon calls it Freshly Baked. Who knows?
I know. I don't like when it differentiates.
I know.
Or like when Goodreads will say it's part of a series and Amazon says it's not, or vice versa.
Well, that drives me crazy.
You know, I think a lot of times with cozies, it happens when a series goes off on its own, like it was traditionally published originally, and then the author might continue it independently. And so they're like, oh, it's number 1 in the series, because technically they probably can't call it part of it. And I'm like, okay, it's confusing me.
I know. In those instances, a lot of times I'll triple check myself, and I'll check Fantastic Fiction to see exactly what or go on the author's website themselves and see what they say, you know?
Yeah, that's smart.
So let's see here. B, happy 9-year anniversary. I just love your channel. Oh, you're the sweetest. I love her channel too. She is phenomenal. Does she have
the quirkiest, if I'm thinking of the right person, she does like really
her shorts are amazing.
Editing, yes. and like
with the wigs, and she uses her kids'
voice
for stuff.
The one that I saw she did. What did she do? I was like,
if
this
you
is
guys
brilliant.
are not subscribed subscribe to her immediately, because
you really need to.
Oh my god, I want to be with her when I grow up.
The one that I was like, this is so brilliant. I think she did like an awards. And she had several, but the way that she like put it all together, y'all need to go check her out. I'm serious. Go subscribe to her. She's amazing.
Amazing.
I don't have that in me to do all that. I mean, I think it's crap.
What do you call it? I'm one of her members, her channel members, and
nice.
Just to support, because there's some I like to support. Oh, there's Stormy. Yay, she got on. Yay.
Hi, Storm.
Hey.
She vlogmas every day for December, and she did like shorts and stuff, and they were phenomenal. Like she did like the whole, as a mother of like, I think 3 kids, she still found the time to do this. And I'm like, dude, I can barely get out of bed some days.
Right.
You know?
I know. The people are like, I did this, this, and this. And I was like, I brushed my teeth.
That's right. Yeah. And I'm going to give myself a sticker for that.
Come here, baby. Hey.
So what are you reading, Storm?
I just finished Murder on Pleasant Avenue by Victoria Thompson, which is the 23rd book in the Gaslight series.
Well done.
I said I'm starting the year off with my favorite series.
Good for you.
We shall celebrate. I'm sorry, I was talking to the dog.
And it fit. There's a prompt in this book that says to read a book that starts with the letter M. So I'm like, well, look, I've already got one of those.
Look at you. Well done. I love that book. Is amazing.
That is really cool. That gift is really cool.
It was really cool.
Yeah, that's really neat. Hey, buddy.
And so I think I have the audiobook out for Magic. So I will try it. It's one of my chunky ones. Get
I was
it
gonna
out.
say it's a chunker.
Yeah, it's one of my 25 and 25. And so I said, why not get one of the big ones out of the way?
That's right.
And it's, the first book in the Septimus Heap series. And I'm going to be buddy reading this with Sherry. So
Well done.
Oh, cool.
Well done. The year of the big books.
That's right.
Kim says, yes, Georgia. I'm probably going to have to break down and turn the heat on.
Yeah,
She said
that's
it could be
freezing.
down to 20. Ooh.
after this weekend, we have a chance of freezing rain mixed with
Oh.
snow. And then after that, it's like January hates me, and like the lows are going to be like 9 degrees.
Ooh.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
is it spring yet?
We're going to get into the negative temperatures next week,
Ugh.
unfortunately. Angela, I gasp when people talk about the weather. It's 75 degrees here. I can go outside in short sleeves. Don't understand how people handle the cold.
Angela, I'm with you. Angela, where are you at?
Yeah, let us know. Cajun, right?
I'm with you. I'm like, oh, yeah. Anything below 60, and apparently I can't handle any more. I
No.
used
My
to live
friend
north,
Barb
but-
lives in West Virginia, and she says they might get 11 inches on Sunday or something like that.
No, ma'am. I only want my winter in books now.
Yeah.
We're looking at people's pictures on Discord.
I need, right? I need that T-shirt. I need a T-shirt that says that.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
baby. Yeah.
Style and flow from Cajun. And Laura says, and little Jimmy. Cajun says at Kim, they were saying the teens here early mornings for the weekend yesterday, but now they're saying the mid-20s. Laura says, are the Osmonds more famous in England than in America? That's an interesting question.
Mm-hmm.
And Annie says full length, I think. Oh, so she's answering your question that it's a
Yes,
full length.
to the Vivian RN. Thank you, Annie. I really am going to have to check out more about her because I really loved the Six Pack Ranch. And I might have to do a video. You just inspired something. Look at that.
There you go. Hey, inspiration comes from everywhere.
That's right.
Kim says, I did have someone at church offer to help with my gas bill if needed. Oh, that's wonderful.
That's so sweet.
Absolutely wonderful. And
That's
Cajun's
so
answering
nice.
Laura, no, the Osmonds were big in the U.S. in the 70s and 80s.
I don't know.
Hi, got off work early and happy to celebrate 9-year anniversary with you. Thank you so much, M.
I don't know if I ever told you guys this about
Hmm.
the Osmonds, but I'm so sorry, but I have to tell you
No,
this,
you have to. Please go ahead.
that so my best friend growing up's dad was the doctor in town, and I was in a very small town Amish community. And her grandparents lived in Oak Lawn, which is a suburb of Chicago. So we would go to Oak Lawn a lot to see her grandparents, and we would go to the Chicago Theater, and they were showing Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. And Donny Osmond was playing Joseph. And
I
my
saw
friend,
the same production in Toronto.
that's awesome.
Yep.
My friend, we were like 12 years old. My
Yep.
friend became obsessed with Donny Osmond. Obsessed. And all of us just were like, it's a creepy old man. Not creepy, but like,
No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
you know. And so we have this picture that we put in the paper a few years ago when everybody turned 40, the year that we all turned 40, because the picture is us with Donny Osmond. Her parents bought us backstage passes.
Wow.
And so all the rest of us girls are like, and she's like standing next to him. It's the most hilarious thing in the world. And like, seriously, all the rest of us are like, and I mean, now I wish I wasn't like that because he's phenomenal, but I was 12, I mean,
exactly.
but it's just so funny. Her face. Anyways, okay, that's it.
No. But
Every time I hear him, I think of that because it just brings me back.
Well, that's before you came on. That's why I was saying that my only knowledge of the Osmonds was seeing him perform as Joseph. in The Amazing.
That's too
So
funny.
we must have seen the same production around the same time. So it's probably about the same age. So
Yeah,
he was in
we
probably
probably-
the tour. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Chicago,
we
Toronto,
probably
whatever.
did.
But yeah. But my aunt was in love with him. My aunt just thought she still does, that he hangs.
Well,
you know what I mean?
that generation makes sense. Like my
Right?
mom loved him. So
And
we
that's
were
what I
all
mean,
like,
like, I'm like-
Diana. And she's like, we're like, Diana, what are you? And she's like, he's dreamy.
He's dreaming. He's an old man.
Oh, yeah.
Kaden said, Kim, that's so nice. Mary Jo, hurry up, Storm. You're missing all the fun.
I was like, I'm trying.
Oh, sweet.
Hello to Shannon. Laura, Donnie still turns up on TV over here all the time.
Gotcha.
Kim says at Cajun, it's the same here. 20s now next week. We'll jump into a sprint in just a second. Cajun says, oh, also, I got your very pretty card today, Kim. Thank you. Oh, that's wonderful. Jenny, I'm enjoying it very much and just got a surprise when she wrapped up the mystery from book 1. I wasn't expecting it. I love her books too. She's one of my favorite authors. Oh, the Sharon Sala. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. And Mary Jo, or you're saying to Mary Jo, I'm trying. All right, so we will jump into a sprint to the top of the hour. And then, like I was telling Tiffany earlier, Storm, we're going to finish about 6 o'clock, if that works for you, just a couple hours.
That's fine. Yeah.
But we'll jump on to the top of the hour and do some sprinting, okay?
Cool.
Happy
Sounds
reading, everybody.
Happy reading, everyone.
So how did everybody do? You're on mute, Storm.
Computer. My computer.
There you go.
My computer wouldn't go to the mute.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, come on. I got to page 35 in this. So
Well
it's like
done.
7% in the audio.
Chunker.
Yep.
Yep. I got a chapter read of The Outback Nurse, and I'm enjoying it. I think we're about to get into the sexy times, so that's always fun.
It's kind of nice though because it's not a very big book.
Oh, so it's like
yeah, so it's short and squatty, and the writing's not too bad because it's middle grade.
Nice.
So it'll probably go pretty quick, even though it's chunky.
Nice.
I didn't read during that sprint. I was on the phone, but yesterday I did read this.
Oh, nice.
It's book 1. Oh wait, it's book 1. It's called Who Killed Mr. Body, and it's actually really interesting because it's 13 little mini mysteries. So what it says, so like the first one was Who Killed Pitty Pat, which was a parrot. Who killed Pitty Pat? And it's only like a couple pages, and it gives you all of the mystery, and then it gives you like remember the like thing from the game? Oh
yes.
And then you try to come up with the conclusion, and then the solution is on the next page upside down.
Oh, that's upside. Is it upside down?
Yeah, the solution.
That's delightful.
So then you have to
I remember something's tingling in my brain that I remember those books as a kid.
Yeah, so then there's 13 little ones, and
that reminds me of Encyclopedia Brown because
like
little mini mysteries inside.
Exactly. So I read it all yesterday because I mean it's obviously very short. There was one I didn't read because I thought I might get too scared. And Kevin was like, seriously? Because wait, hold on, I'll tell you what it's called. Don't laugh at me. It was scary. It says, what is the name? It's called, here it is. It's called The Night the Maid Became a Zombie. No, ma'am. Nope.
That's from Tiffany's Captive.
So I read 12 out of 13, but isn't that a cool idea? And
That's
it's a whole series.
Where did you find that?
You could save that one and be brave and read it for Cat Novel Adventures Zombie-thon.
No, ma'am.
Kevin will hold your hand.
I'll be cheering you on in spirit. I'll dress up as a zombie. Nope.
Mm-mm.
I'm picturing her dressing up as a zombie, but not looking in a mirror.
Yeah, exactly.
Do I look okay?
Somebody else has to put the makeup on, but I'll be a zombie.
Will be like, aren't zombies bad? I'm like, this is the nice zombie.
Yeah. Hilarious.
I'm a vegetarian zombie.
Yeah. You wouldn't last very long, I'll tell you that right now. Kim DeCajun, I hate gas heat. As long as I'm bundled up in bed, I'm usually good. And Shan saying, hi, Alicia. And Cajun to Kim, don't let it get too cold and your pipes freeze. Yes, that you don't want that to happen.
Very true.
Come back to Cajun, you're welcome. Glad my stamps finally arrived. Yay. MK, yes, she knows Ajax. Yes. Annie, I used to have a whole series of Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys. My mother couldn't read and would punish me by setting my books on fire and making me watch them burn. I wish I still had them. Oh my Lord. Holy cow. That is.
Annie, I'm very sorry
that is. I'm very sorry. Holy cow. Annie says, we're supposed to get 12 to 15 inches potentially this weekend and next week. Holy cow. Yeah, I echo Cajun. Stay safe.
That's
a lot of snow.
A lot of snow.
That's a lot of snow.
My friend Barb said that she was supposed to get 11, but she said her friend, I think, lives maybe a little bit more north in West Virginia, and they were supposed to get like 18 to 24 or something like that.
Oh my Lord. Holy cow. Laura says, there was an amazing romance numbered series by Catherine Applegate that I loved. Yes.
Applegate, that name sounds, I need to look her up, Laura. I feel like I've read, maybe not.
Yeah, the name sounds familiar.
Catherine.
I gotta look because it's gonna bug me. If I don't check, I'm gonna forget. Oh, she had the Girl Talk series, which was she also had the Ocean City series. Yeah, she wrote a lot of the teen series when we were younger. Animorphs. She wrote Animorphs.
Okay.
If that
Okay.
And the Girl Talk was the one that was based on the board game. Remember that, ladies?
Oh my God. Yes. I played that board game at every slumber party.
And she also wrote The One and Only Bob. The really great book about yes. She's written a ton. If you look her up on
See, I think the One and Only Bob's where I know her from because I read the first book.
That to me makes sense for you, Storm. For me, as soon as I saw the Girl Talk, I was like, yeah, I read those.
Girl Talk for me
yeah,
too.
like, I don't think I remember. I think I remember that game, but I never played it.
Oh my gosh, we played that game. It would like ring.
So, yeah.
Oh my gosh, we played that game at like, I can't even tell you how many slumber parties.
Yep. But yeah, but I think because I think my library had all the books. I'm pretty sure I probably read them when I was a kid.
Oh, I'm sure I did too.
Yeah. Mary Jo, MK Reads and Vlogs. I read The Maidens and I thought it was really good. 5 stars for me. Excellent. Kim subscribed. Thank you so much, Kim. Annie, how sad, Annie. I'm reading the series, but I'm lucky my library has them or get them on Libby. They're also on YouTube audio. Yes, the Nancy Drew books. And Annie says, where are you at? To Annie, where are you at? I'm in Central Illinois, and they're still figuring out projected snow totals. Holy cow.
I'll need it for my mom. You're very close to my mom, Emily. I'll have to call her and ask her what the prediction is there.
It's like you see all those memes that come out, you know, like how many books should you put aside for this snowstorm?
Yeah.
And Tammy's asking 2 questions for you, Sarah. Do your husband and mom like to read? If so, what types of books? So Garrett does read, not very often, mostly Star Wars. He read through all of James Patterson. He likes Stephen King, but he's not a reader per se. Every now and then he'll get the urge and he'll pick up something and then he won't for 6 months. You know what I mean? But my mother is an avid reader. She always has been. That's where I got it from. But she can't read physically now, so she only listens to audio. But she listens to just about everything. She just finished a Christina Lauren. She just read the 3rd book because she's just like me. She doesn't know if something's in a series and doesn't care. She read the 3rd one in that Cinnamon. What was that series? Yeah, I guess it came up as
series.
As a read now. And she just saw it. It was Christmas and it was like last week. So she picked up. But I'm thinking because I knew she was listening to it. And I thought, I wonder if she knows if it gets a little spicy.
I've heard that one gets really spicy.
Yeah. I heard her telling my aunt about it on the phone, and I'm like,
Probably one of those. The cover looked really cute, but
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
same reason. It does look really cute and sweet.
Absolutely, but it's so not. But and she likes Frida McFadden. I mean, she'll read just about anything. She just kind of looks at the library stuff, and and like, oh, that looks good, or it's available. I'll read it. You know what I mean? But yeah, but her, my father. My mom, I grew up in a reading household. My brother still reads avidly. My niece and nephew love to read, so it's really good.
Wow, that's awesome.
I wish my dad read because then he wouldn't look at me like this.
Right?
Whenever I'm trying to tell him about, the cool book that I'm reading.
My ex-fiance was not a reader and did not understand because we would go up to his trailer in the summertime, and there's nothing better than sitting on the deck in the summer with a book. Like, I've got my drink, leave me alone, right? And he would sit there and just stare at me. And I'd be like, what? He's like, well, let's go do something. I'm like, but I am doing something.
Right.
It's not my problem that you can't entertain yourself, man.
Like, everybody has their hobby, right? And like dad likes to do reloading and he likes to play with melting his lead down and doing all that stuff. And he does. So he's trying to tell me about all this stuff. And I'm looking at him like he does me whenever I have books. It's like,
right.
I don't really care.
But that's the great thing, like with Garrett, like even though he's not a reader, when we first got together, and even now he's come back to it now, he played World of Warcraft avidly. Like, I mean, that's what he did. So we would sit together on the couch and he would be playing WoW and I'd be reading and we'd be fine because we didn't have to entertain each other. You're interested, So introverts together do work.
Yeah.
Quietness while you're reading,
right? And then we'd have something playing on the TV that neither one of us was really paying attention to.
Background noise, yeah.
Right?
That's what I use my TV mostly for. Background.
Pretty much. Aw, you're welcome, B. We were saying how great B's channel is.
Oh, it really is great.
Mm-hmm. Christina, happy New Year to you. We are so cold here in Rhode Island. Brr. Welcome to Storm.
Hey.
Was Mom and E's Free Romance do a Murder She Wrote one? No, I don't think so, Esther. I'm not sure.
There was somebody there. She's probably talking about the one that did the bike and the whole bit. Was that M's Books Are Everywhere or?
Yes, that was M.
Okay.
That was M. I
was thinking it was M.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's, I think, probably what she's thinking of.
Yes.
When she did the full skit and had the like cap, it was riding the bike.
Correct.
And
yes, I think you're absolutely correct.
That wasn't M's Books Are Everywhere, but I don't remember who it is.
Oh, it wasn't?
No.
I know it wasn't me because she doesn't read any of those.
Yeah.
Unless I'm wrong, but I've never.
Well, I think she does, but I remember that because, but it wasn't her.
Yeah,
it was really good, but I guess I can't remember who it was.
Mm-hmm. Danielle, reading the Merrier Cat by John Mars. It is set in a world where there is a Siri-like device for your marriage. Interesting.
Oh.
Moira saying hi to Storm. Annie, Emily, I am in West Virginia, but it's not for sure amount, just a potential. I'm totally going with getting 0 inches. Totally okay with getting 0. I agree.
My friend lives in West Virginia too. She's not very happy with the forecast of 11 inches. So.
I don't know if y'all close. Do y'all close? Because I'd be like, I ain't coming in. I mean, I lived in the north. I don't know why I'm like, how does it work? I mean, but I lived in Illinois, and although we did get a lot, like that's where Emily's at, and I lived in the area Emily lived in growing up, but not 11 inches. And I'm like, I just feel like it's shut down. Like I ain't coming out.
Mm-mm. Well, it's like there was this lady who I worked with at McDonald's who was from Rhode Island, and she would always laugh because like they would like shut down everything for like a couple of inches. She's like, "Are you guys crazy?" Because like we had to go to school when there was like, even like 5 or 6 inches of snow on the ground. What else, they didn't like stop the school for that. We still had to go to school.
There was a year, I was just looking it up to remember when it was. It was in 99. We got a massive, massive dumping of snow here in Toronto. I can't remember how much, 40 centimeters, which I don't know what that is in inches. 40 centimeters into inches is, we got 16 inches of snow in Toronto, and they brought in the army to dig us out because our army has nothing else to do. We're not out fighting other places. We're just hanging around at bases.
Or you're too polite. You're just too polite,
But they literally sent it to dig people, like to dig us out. So that was the last year that we had. So that's the big joke now. Like for people who are of a certain age, it's like if we get a lot of snow, it's like, you're bringing in the army?
Wow.
And Kim says to Cajun, I won't. I'll make sure to have the faucets dripping. Very good. Shan said, Storm made it. Way to go. One getting it to work. Yay! And Kim saying hello. And Alicia saying, I'm going to try and tackle Outlander this year. The whole series or just the first book? Do let us know. Monet says, I'm reading a book called Love in Translation by Josh Wood. She writes for Harlequin as well. I think I think she wrote that one for the Afterglow line, but I'm not sure. Angela says, I'm in Tucson, Arizona. So yes, it would be 75 degrees right now. And it's probably a cold snap at 75 in Tucson. Annie says to Annie, I will eventually find them again and ghost around vintage bookstores looking. So now, were they were the separate Nancy Drew and then separately the Hardy Boys? Because I have the Nancy Drew and Hardy Boys, like where they team up together, but those are from the 80s, and I loved those books. Love them. Nadine says that Angela, it's 73 in Phoenix, and I'm a bit chilly. I put on socks today.
Yeah, Nadine and Angela can relate. Like when I have to put on socks, I have to find them. I'm like, do I own socks anymore? Like it's a challenge. I know that's silly challenge, but I am being serious.
I was looking because Garrett cleaned out the book room like when I was in hospital, right? So I had a lot of things where I knew where they were, and I have a bag, like a Walmart bag, like these kind, the ones, well, up here in Canada we don't get plastic anymore, we get these. So I had a bag full of like all my hand knit hats and scarves and mittens. I don't know where it is. And Garrett doesn't know where he's put it. So now I can't go out all winter, basically.
Well, guess you gotta stay home.
I got too bad, eh? Or I could just potentially pull out some yarn and knit something, but where's the fun in that?
And I'm a little bit chilly. It's 47, but I still don't have socks on right currently. So
Oh,
What temperature is it right now?
I really don't like having to put them on unless I have to. So
It's -6. But it's hot in here. It's
but
hot.
I have a feeling that at least next week that our water's probably gonna freeze up, and I'm not happy. And my bones and everything are not happy. The arthritis is not happy.
Storm needs a warm climate.
Yes, I
you
do.
do, Storm.
You need to move down to Florida with Tiffany.
You
I
do.
do.
For sure.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, like Sunday is when it starts, and like the low is 13.
Oh,
And then it's that way for like several days.
oh my gosh.
I'm not a happy camper. I'm ready to hibernate. I'm ready for spring.
She's like, Christmas is over. Can we just skip through winter, please?
I'm already looking, it's like, I'm like, oh, we've gained another minute of like daylight. We've gained.
I like, even now I'm sitting here, it's what, 5:15, and you can still kind of see the sun just setting. And it's kind of nice, like it's not completely
Ooh,
pitch black.
It's starting.
I'm like, I can go outside and still see stuff. Cajun says, I can still tell you the favorite color of every Osmond brother. No idea why that stuck in my head. It's random things like that. Esther says, I remember the Osmonds on the Andy Williams show where they got their start. And Kim says, search Osmonds. He Ain't Heavy. Best song and best family harmony. And Amy says, Esther Jane, me too. Shanna says, happy reading, everyone. Ambi, hello from my creative quarter of creation. Welcome, Ambi. Hi, Karen. Congratulations on 9 years. Finished listening to The Women by Kristen Hanna. Cried my eyes out. Yay. Okay, I need to get to that this year. And well done on finishing that. And Karen says, started reading Murder Mystery Book Club, Florida Keys, Bed and Breakfast Cozy Mystery by Danielle Collins. Need to start something lighter after reading The Women. I would say so, yes.
I'm sure.
But that sounds like something that you might like, a Florida Keys B&B, Tiffany.
I've read the first one.
Right. Right.
Wait, that sounds very familiar.
Familiar, yeah. Was that
I
Tiffany
read
or
the first
Storm?
one.
Were you throwing your voice? I didn't even see your lips move on that one, Storm. Oh, she knows I love her. Miss Hoot. Oh, I love it. Happy 9 years. Thank you so much. Does the audience have sound? No, I don't turn the sound on because I know it bothers some people. So I usually leave it off. So sorry about that. And no sound. Kim says, so I may be down the Osmond rabbit hole for the rest of the day and night.
Yeah, and I think I'm like all of you, like you two. Like, I only know of Marie and Donnie.
They weren't our generation, I don't think, because we
The
were
only
born in the
two
late
that I know.
70s, early 80s. Or I
Yeah,
think we were all born in the late 70s. So
Excuse me, I was born in 1980.
Oh, that's right. You're younger than me. My bad. Sorry. My apologies.
I'm the oldie
You're
of
born in
the
1980. Word to Tiffany.
I mean, I was born in 1980, but I'm just kidding.
But that's what I always tell people. I'm like, I was born in the 70s, and you're like the late 70s. I'm like the very late 70s.
I'm a mid 70s, so I'm like the oldest one in the crowd.
You're the same year as Garrett, right? Are you 76?
No,
Storm?
75.
It's okay. You're a year. That's right. You're a year older than Garrett. Oh, this is a big birthday for you this year.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm not looking forward to it either.
Oh, stop. It'll be
It's
fine.
just a number, my friend.
It's totally just a number.
Yeah,
Totally.
my body's already started aching, and I ain't even got there yet.
One thing that I saw that I loved, and it said something like, oh, my humor is like I'm 16, my mind works like I'm 5, but my body feels like it's been through the Civil War. I'm like, accurate. Happy 9 years. Thank you, Monet. Ambi says, congratulations. Thank you. Happy 9 years. Thank you. Thank you. I can't believe it. Ambi says, I'm in Georgia, and it says next Wednesday there'll be 39 for the high and 19 for the low. Ambi says it's now 50 and the low is 30. Wow.
I feel like it's January, and so January all of a sudden is like, oh, it's winter.
Yeah. Pretty much. Mary Jo says, didn't read the sprint, was watching the Notre Dame and Georgia football game. And he says, I actually think the cold is a welcome change from the blistering heat that we have most of the year. Yeah, I mean, if you're like Georgia or somewhere that's really hot, I can see that.
I prefer the blistering.
Yes, we know. Who's trying to call me? Sorry.
Yeah,
Garrett was trying to call me. Or no, Garrett was just texting me. He lets me know when he gets to work. So I know that the Uber driver hasn't murdered him. I do though, and because he comes home at 3:30 in the morning, I usually wake up and I listen till I can hear him, just to make sure that I know it sounds stupid, but again, just to make sure.
He shut the door. He's inside. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Now I can go back to sleep. It's all good. Yep.
Hey, I don't blame you. There's crazies out there. So.
And especially when he was riding his bike back and forth. Now that he's got an Uber driver, it's a bit. He's got an Uber driver. He's some special guy. Mary Jo says it's 49 right here now in South Carolina. Shannon says reading And Then There Were Crumbs by Eve Calder, and really liking it. This is the year I'll go all in on cozy mystery series. Yay! We approve of that here.
Yay, Shannon!
Now you're Tiffany's new best friend.
Right?
Hold on. We shall
celebrate this.
Yeah.
Shannon, you make me happy.
Andy agrees. That is awesome. Anita got 71%. Moira finished my book. Yay! Yay! I love the beginning of the year, all the finishes,
Moira, congrats.
Annie got to 146 of 282. Angel Wolf says, I finished the first chapter of the book I started. Well done.
Excellent.
Annie got to 62%. Cajun got to 32%. Kim read a chapter, page 47 of 170. Annie says she just started it when Sprint started. Well done.
Awesome.
Abby said, didn't get any reading done that Sprint. Lou, Storm's book is short and stout, like Winnie the Pooh and me. I like it. Short and stout. Emily says, got to 404 of 1242. You're getting there.
You are moving through that.
Sonia, happy anniversary, Sarah. Congratulations. And happy anniversary, Sonia. Today's her 1 year on Booktube. So yay to Sonia. Kim said she used to have some of those clue books. And Cajun says that Tiffany, that clue book is so cool. It really was. Amy says hi to Sonia. And that's a neat book, Tiffany. And cute mug. Oh, I love that you're still using your Christmas mug.
I know. I'm going to put it away after today, but I had to use it one more time before Mrs. Claus goes away. One more time.
Yeah, Garrett and I were talking this afternoon. He says, maybe we should take the tree down this weekend. I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
See, that's the one that I don't like to take down is the tree. I mean, I don't want to put up my decorations, but I'm okay with it. But the tree bums me out.
I know. But I'm going to keep my lights up around the window, but I keep those up all year round anyway. And it would be nice to pull the book cart back in here. So, because this is kind of sitting in the other room. So Sonia says, hi, Annie, Tiff. I'm so glad you were reading that book. I really liked it too.
Yeah. Sonia found it for me. Wow. I love Clue. And she found it and sent it as part of a Christmas gift. Isn't it amazing?
I love it. I love that so much.
I'm so excited.
That is so fun. And he says, I loved that game. Cozy Fan Bam at Annie. I am so sorry. Yes, that's difficult. Emily, staff are supposed to go back Monday. I'm wondering if that will happen. Oh, yeah, with the snow. And he says, it's okay. I'm still an avid reader and started reading to my kids before they were even born. And don't be sorry. I turned out to be a great person. That's, you know what? Despite circumstances, that's the best thing that you can do.
Yeah.
Sonia says, girl talk and shopping mall were slumber party staples. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Hugs to Annie. And yes, Sonia. My husband, my oldest son, and I are always giving each other book recs. Oh, that's fantastic.
That's neat.
Yes. Shannon, World of Warcraft. Yes. He's, because of his hours now, and he tries to keep himself up a little bit at night, he's actually started playing again. He's like, can I resubscribe? So that was his Christmas present, because it's not cheap.
Yeah.
For those subscriptions.
I think I tried a free trial one time, and I was like, yeah, this isn't my thing, so I'm okay.
Oh, yeah. He gets right into it. Like, he was right into it. And I'm just and he's talking about it because it was the holidays, and he's like, oh, now I got a reindeer as a mount, and Santa's here, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you have at it. Whatever makes you happy. I will lay and read Walt Whitman to my son when I was pregnant. I still think that's why he loves to read. Aw. That's sweet. Kim says, my mom and daddy my daddy is a big reader. My daddy and I spent much time last week on his lanai reading. Oh, that's delightful.
That is awesome.
Yeah, my father read me 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea when I was like 6 months old. Mostly because he wanted to read it. And he figured if I'm going to read it, I might as well read it out loud. Why read kids'
might as
books?
well at that point.
The kid doesn't care.
Dad used to read stories to me and everything, but he doesn't read. But he would read if I would be like, read the story.
Yep.
Whenever I was little, he would read and do voices and stuff. So
Yes.
I kind of feel like I've been listening to audiobooks since I was like little.
Right? Because that's the
He
original
did voices and all that stuff too. So
I love that. I love that. Hi, Cody.
My dad did not. I mean, he read to me as like when I was young, but he wasn't a reader himself. And but this was before he got sick, of course. But they always got me Barnes and Noble or whatever, Walden Books, whatever was the bookstore at the time. Borders, they're all gone now except for Barnes and Noble. And but one time we were walking out of Barnes and Noble, and he's like, "Hey," he would be like, "Oh, we're gonna have to go sit with Tiff at the bookstore while she picks out books." He was just teasing me the whole time. And we left, and he's like, "I want you to look around." He's like, "See what all these readers have?" He's like, "Glasses." He's like, "Look at me, 2020, not read a book yet." I was like, "I don't think that's a flex that you think it is."
Yes.
Again, he was just kidding,
reader,
but it was just so funny. I was like, "I don't think that's a flex, Dad."
Yeah. That's hilarious. And Cozy says that, Annie, that was amazing. Being bookish fan is the best. I love that all your swap recs and share books. And yes, I think that's fantastic.
That is really cool.
She says, yeah, when my boys were small, we would have family reading every night, reading night every week, just snacky food and books. I love that.
that's cool.
That's right.
Cajun says, my stepmother would get so exasperated at me and Daddy discussing books we had read. She'd say, y'all act like you know them. At the same time, we would both say, we do.
Exactly.
That's the one thing I miss about my mom is she liked to read. So
Yep. Cajun, friends are not just humans. Friends are pets, book characters, etc. And we do feel like we know them because they are our friends. That is absolutely correct. Shannon remembers the snow of 99. I walked to work that day and all that snow. Had to buy new pants to wear. Thankfully, work sold them.
That's too much, Shannon. Mm-mm.
Yep. We definitely shut down. The South isn't prepared for any snow.
Well, yeah. I mean, you
guys don't know how to drive very well on the snow, so I wouldn't go anywhere if I was
Cajun. Also, obviously, you know that, but that's what I say to people who don't get it. So true. And Alicia says, I have the first 8. A friend gifted them to me. I don't have the latest one, but I'm going to try the first 4 at least for Outlander. Very good. Very good.
I need to get to that book too.
Book 2, yep. Shockingly. It was, Annie says, it was the ones I saved box tops to buy them. I ate a lot of cereal to get enough tops. Gosh, I remember doing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Book It.
Yes. Oh my God.
The pizza was my thing. I ate a lot of personal pan pizzas.
Oh yeah.
And I read so much.
I look like I do now.
I read so much and would get them so much that the waitresses questioned whether I was reading all enough.
Was I
because they were like, nobody reads that much, and my parents are like, oh, she does.
We're telling my nephew about it, and his eyes. You would get free pizza, because he loves to read, right?
It was amazing. Book It was, incredible.
I think it's still a thing, or they might be bringing it back, but I don't think it's up here though.
I
think it's still a thing
where they do McDonald's and things like that now. It's not
they need to do it for adults because I could go for some Starbucks gift certificates,
right? My library here over the summer did something kind of like an adult Book It. I don't remember exactly how it worked. I didn't participate because I only do my library online. And I think it was a come in and do something sort of thing. And I just don't ever get there. But I think it was an adult Book It. I'm like, that's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
It's really smart.
Mm-hmm. Cajun says, I love cute socks, but usually my feet get warm and I wind up kicking them off.
Mhm. My
Says, way
dad
back-
sleeps in socks. And
Oh,
I'm
no.
like, how do you do that? I said, I can't do that. Even when my feet are like super cold, I may start out with them, kind of get them warmed up. But I said, they're like off before I can't do it. I cannot sleep in socks.
Even when my normal was freezing, like even when I couldn't get warm ever, I never ever slept in socks. I couldn't. I would be completely bundled up in 2 pairs of pants, 2 sweatshirts, but I never, my feet never,
Yeah.
not when I'm sleeping. No, 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 no. Crafty Annie says, way back in the 70s. Yes, I'm old. And he says, we are cold in Florida today at 69 degrees. My husband likes to have the thermostat at 75. We get achy.
Yeah.
Storm, it's 38 and I'm sitting sockless in shorts with a fan blowing on me and the front door wide open.
Oh.
Whereas I love this. 38 is cover up with 2 blankets and have on a sweatshirt.
Oh gosh, 38, and I'm gonna be I'm buried somewhere.
Jackie Lou, hello. Jackie Lou's book queue. I love it. I'm reading Another Little Christmas Murder by Leona Morgan. So different. Excellent.
Cool.
Thanks.
And then Jan says, y'all, I got married in 79 and I loved Wayne the best. Sorry, Jan.
I don't know who Wayne is. I'm looking him up.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna have to look him up because
And thank you for the congratulations, ladies, Sheila and Jackie. Shannon says, happy anniversary to Sonia. We should jump back into, so, okay, yeah, happy anniversary to Sonia. So what we're going to do is we'll jump into a sprint for just another 20 minutes, just to 10-2, and then we'll finish off the comments, and then we can head out. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Yep, good,
Happy
yeah.
reading, everybody.
Happy reading, everybody.
So how did everybody do?
Good. I'm at 48% in Mulberry Mischief. I've been reading it for a while, but I always read slow on ebook.
Fair
But
enough. Ow!
I did already finish the Christmas novella today. So I'm doing pretty good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. I got about 5 chapters read of We Solve Murders, but they're generally pretty short chapters, like 3 or 4 pages. Because I was looking at it, I'm like, oh my God, there's 100 chapters in this book. But they're like, like, oh, okay. But I kind of like that. It's like, oh, I'll just read one more chapter.
Book.
Yeah, exactly. How'd you do, Storm?
Good. I was editing on a video. So.
Excellent.
Nice.
Excellent. Yes, Missy. I'm trying to do something. Yes, you're adorable. And your claws are in my thigh. Okay.
Oh.
Let's see here. I've watched the movie Clue. Excellent.
I love it.
Moira says, Little Christmas, I can never say that word.
Epiphany.
Thank you, Epiphany, is on the 6th. So all the decorations are fair game until then. And since Monday is a work day, we may wait until the weekend. That's my story. You know what? I think I might say that to Garrett. So we'll have to wait till next weekend. Right, ma'am? We'll keep the tree up so you can continue to try and knock it down. Yeah? Okay. She goes under and she grabs the ornaments and pulls on them with her teeth. Like that whole thing's going to come down. Mary Jo says, gotta hop off and go pick up dinner. Hopefully I'll hop back on later if you guys are still here. We're probably going to be done pretty soon because my dinner should be arriving. Well, from Walmart. Then I got to cook it. Ambi says, I want to do a thing this year where there are teams and see who reads the most books at the end of the year. Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome.
Shania in Colorland. Hello, everyone. Happy Booktube anniversary, Sarah. Thank you so much.
Shayna.
And Sonia says, thank you to Shannon and Lisa. And Angel Wolf says, yep, my mom read to me as a kid. Still enjoy reading until she passed in 2015. And Ambi says, having a hard time coming up with team names. Any help? Not sure exactly how you want to do it. So, like what what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah. Let us know what themes. That's the word.
Like
let us know.
Yeah. If there's a theme, then that would help with the names, I guess, in my head.
Look up Atlanta Snowmageddon in 2014. People were stranded on the interstates. Power was out all over. It was awful. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Annie says, back in the 70s, it was always books on the back of cereal boxes and to get the whole series of Nancy Drew or the Hardy Boys. My mom, my mother's older than that. She was born in the 50s, but I think she said something about that they would go to the grocery store and you'd get so many stamps or something, and then you could pick up the new Nancy Drew. Like they had like the whole collection, and you'd get like of the first 56 of the old Yellow Spine, and that's how she got them. But they moved around a lot when she was a kid. Like, unfortunately, my mother had the kind of childhood where it was like, we can't pay the rent, so we need to leave at midnight, kind of an idea. So she didn't have a lot of things growing up, unfortunately. She always wanted a Barbie doll, and she never got one. So, she laughs about it now, but, that's why she always wanted us to make sure that we had a home and things, and because she didn't have that, right? Emily says, I can't do socks at night. Kim says, our library does summer and winter reading challenge. Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
Emily says, I typically don't do socks at all. Angel Wolf says, is anyone's library doing a winter reading book bingo? One of the prizes is an iPad.
Wow.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's a great prize.
That's a great prize. And he says, Kim, my granddaughter did the summer reading challenge. Emily, except for when I wear shoes. Yes. And Kim says, I always have socks on. I use compression socks. Yes.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Alicia says, supposed to drop down to 16 tonight.
Nope.
And he says, don't remember what it was called. We had a thing in high school where you'd read a book and then you'd take a quiz and get points. I think it was AR or something like that. No idea what it stands for. Oh, here you go.
Accelerated reading.
Thank you, Emily. Our teacher would know. Kim says at Cajun, I didn't do the winter last year, but I'm all in for both of them now. That's awesome. Kim says, is that through Pines? I think I started it last year and then forgot about it. Ambi says, oh my God, yes, that's it. I don't remember what the points were for though. And he says, didn't make it in time. Didn't make it far this time. Too many distractions, dogs, instant messages, etc. Yep. Cajun got to 51%.
Nice.
Joel got to 53 out of 589. Well done. Kim got another chapter read, page 60 of 170. 19% for Karen. Emily's finished dinner, chicken and dumplings. Ooh, and started Crown of Midnight, read 8 pages. Well done.
That sounds like a good dinner.
Yep. Emily says, my tree stays up through January. Moira is trying to decide what to read next. Do you have options to pick from? Can we help you with that? Cajun says that Moira seems perfectly logical to me. Yes, with the tree.
I would love to give you a recommendation depending on what you want to read.
Exactly.
I'm thinking, ask Cajun what you should read next, since you guys read the same thing.
Exactly. Emily says it helps with her winter blues to keep the tree up. I agree with that completely. And says the reason I got off work early was I had a migraine, so I just put a cooling eye mask on and I'm snuggled on the sofa with my 2 cats. I always wait until after Epiphany to take down Christmas. Excellent.
Aww.
And I hope that you feel better soon.
Yeah. It's terrible.
She says to Em, I hope you feel better soon.
Mm-hmm.
And Moira says, I thought so at Cajun. Pat says, I got 76, definitely finishing tonight. Well done.
Nice.
Kim says at Cajun, my local library, Chattahoochee. It's an Alan Jackson song. You think I can sing? Thank you.
Chattahoochee. What an awesome name. It just sounds fun.
It's a great song, too. My book called Life Essie says, hello, I am reading a novel bookstore by Crucy. It is book. It is so book nerdy, and I love it. Excellent.
That's awesome.
That's very cool. Ambi says, we were on the interstate during Snowmageddon, and it was rough. Wow.
Ooh.
That's scary. Annie says, I have socks that are 20 years old in perfect condition because I never wear them. I had to walk my dog during the sprint. Very good. Moira, Cajun says to Moira, if you can go get Bout to Die in Birmingham by Beth Hammer Miles, it's really good.
See, look, I told you, I knew Cajun would have one for her.
Right? And then Moira replies, ooh, thanks, Cajun. Off I go. Amy says, our library system did something like that years ago for kids and teens in the summer, and my cousin won an iPad. Oh, that's very cool.
That's awesome.
Kim says, my little 4-inch tree stays up all year. I love that. Anita, thanks again for the sprints and congrats again for the milestone. Have a great night, everyone. Keep safe and see you all soon. You as well. Pat says, I'm so cold. I am disliking these blood thinners. Hallelujah. I have 2 sweatshirts, flannel PJs, and heavy socks. And a bed with 2 blankets. I'm still cold. I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah.
Em says, thanks. Resting my eyes helps. Yes, that's what it always was for me with the migraines, was the light sensitivity. Emmy says, with Teams, I want to do it where people can read anything they want. You'll have to brainstorm on it and let us know what you come up with. Ambi, my aunt was too. Took her 9 hours to get home on that interstate.
Ooh.
Wow.
Well, thank you, ladies, for joining. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, 9 years is amazing, Sarah.
Yeah,
That's incredible.
Like I said, I was like looking at him like 2016. Holy cow.
I think for having my channel, it's been like, I don't know, 6 years.
Go back and look at the date of your first video.
Yeah, I'll have to look.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
And I did notice, I was looking up something the other day. I've hit over 1 million views.
Wow.
Which I was just like, holy cow.
That is insane.
And my niece, she's so funny because she's like that generation. YouTube is what they watch, right? Like, you know,
YouTube famous.
Yeah. No, she's like, you only have 5,000 subscribers, Aunt Sarah. Like, that's nothing. That's crap. And then I said to her the other day that I had like over 1 million views. She goes, really? That many people? I'm like, really, Katie? Like, really?
That's amazing.
So yeah.
That many people want to look at your videos?
That many people give a crap?
Right?
Let's see here. Just finished. Thanks for the sprints. Have a good night. You as well, Emily. So y'all are no help at all. Sorry, I'm not sure what you're looking for. You know, I usually do theme stuff, right?
Don't have a clue what you.
Yeah, sorry. Cajun says, thanks for the sprints. Thank you. 1 million views. Yeah, that I was pretty amazed too. I'm like,
it's
really
incredible.
Wow. Annie, my sister, just sent a pic of her first knitted hat she did. Yay! Well
you should tell
awesome.
You should tell your niece it's quality over quantity.
That's right. That's right.
I know, because sometimes there's a lot. They have like a ton of like subscribers, but they don't have very many people comment.
Right.
Or anything like that. And I prefer to have like a lot of people comment, and I don't have a lot of
Right?
5 years.
Exactly. You know, engagement. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Engagement is huge. But anyway, guys, so sprints tonight on PK's channel at 8, I think 8 Eastern Standard. And Tiffany, you're doing them on Sunday sprints?
Mhm.
Excellent.
And tomorrow on Maddie's channel, The Bookish Cottage, because it's her birthday.
Oh, okay.
So I
Thank
know
you.
Sonia and I will
Oh,
be
yeah,
there.
I've seen that, so.
I can't remember who else is all going to be there. I think there's going to be several other people,
Oh,
but
wonderful.
it's for her birthday. And if you don't know Maddie from The Bookish Cottage, she lives on a houseboat and she does the most fun videos. And she has a series that's called Keep the Boat Afloat. And so she'll do book giveaways because she can only have so much weight on her boat.
Oh,
You guys really check her out.
that's so
Subscribe. She's so
fun.
creative and it's so much fun.
She has to
Tomorrow,
rotate the books out, so she has to give them away.
yeah,
I love that so much.
it's
That's
really awesome.
That's fun.
So her birthday, and so sprints tomorrow for her birthday.
Wonderful.
I don't remember what time though.
That's okay.
I don't
What time
remember
we're
either. I
starting.
remember
I'm not
seeing
sure.
it, but I don't remember. what
So.
time.
But do you guys have anything coming up on your channels in the next few days?
I have a short coming out about Elsie Silver, and
Nice.
like if you like her and you're waiting on her next book because we're waiting for a long time. Anyways, check out this other series, which is actually where Annie and I were talking about with the Vivian Arend. So,
Awesome.
but it's just a short. Otherwise, I'm planning all my stuff for next week because I feel like the next couple weeks there's so much content because you got best of coming up. What you want to read in 2025? Sass.
Mhm.
My January is gonna
Oh,
be
you
like
guys.
top heavy, and then it's gonna
Yeah.
like.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There's so much at the beginning of the year. What about you guys?
The one that I'm working on right now that I was editing is my 12 series that I need to read the next book in that series or kick it to the curb.
Nice.
I'm trying to clean out my series, so
Nice. Yeah, I'm not. Am I going to do anything? No. I am going to do a December wrap up. Because like last year was not a good reading year for me, so I'm not doing the best of or anything because it was just all over the map.
You need to quit saying that first.
Okay,
of all,
no.
because Last
Best
year was
reading
an
year for me.
amazing reading year.
It was an amazing
Considering
year for me.
everything else that's happened, it was amazing.
Yeah, I read something, but I am going to do a December wrap up. And next week, also, is it next week's Storm? Am I looking at the right week? Yes, it is.
Yes,
Next week, Storm
yes.
and I are announcing something.
Next Wednesday, I think.
It's next Wednesday. Yeah, it's in my. See, I have the Google Calendar, and that's what I use to like figure out videos. So I'm not like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, but my just regular videos for the and a vlog. Of course, I'm vlogging. So that's the thing, which I completely forgot to do on the first of the month.
My vlog is I always start one and then forget. I'm like, oh,
Right.
I tried that.
But anyway, ladies, thank you all so much. Thank you, everybody in the comments, for joining. I really appreciate all of you and all of your support over the years, and especially over the last year has been amazing and humbling, like honestly, and it's been amazing. So thank you guys so much, and hopefully we'll see some of you later over on PK's channel for her sprints.
Yes, go check out
Thanks,
PK.
everybody.
Bye, Sarah. Congratulations.
Bye, thank
It's
you.
so awesome. Bye, Storm.